This is Canon's Redline Challenge. The theme for this competition is light in the dark. I'm gonna show you my most favorite technique that I use for taking pictures at night, and it's called the particle shot. For particles, you can use anything that is floating around in the air. It could be snow, fog, rain, dust, whatever. In this particular shot, we were building a snowboard jump and fog came in. We thought like, okay, session is over. Then I had the idea to use the particle shot technique to just backlight everything and show the rider in the air as a silhouette. The cool thing is you can use this technique everywhere. It works in street photography, it works in action sport, it works for portraits. There are no limits. You won't believe that this technique is so simple. I have come to one of my most favorite locations with my girlfriend Anne, and I'm gonna show you here how the effect works. It just started to snow a little bit, and I'm just gonna try this technique just straight away before like it's even dark.
You have to put the flash a little bit more to your right.
Right now, Robert set up the flash, Anne is in the field, and we're gonna see if we're gonna catch some particles. This technique works actually like this. You just put a flash behind your model and put it on full power, and it will just illuminate all the particles that are around your model, and it will create this amazing effect.
A little bit to the right. Stop. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm gonna underexpose around 2 stops, I would say. So I've set the shutter speed on 200 of a second, and it's just perfect because it darkens the background just enough that Anne comes out really strong and the particles are lit up in the background. And with this, it gets really moody and atmospheric.
We got some pretty cool particles, actually some snow in the background. Let's try a closer one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Only with one light source, I'm able to get like really cool lighting in her face. We have snow on the ground and the snow reflects back to Anna's face. Yeah, it just looks amazing, I think. Unfortunately, it just stopped snowing and I'm missing all the particles. The cool thing is you can just create your own particles.
A lot of fog? Yeah.
Throw some water, throw snow in there, throw dust, everything works. Everything that is just making particles in the air.
ISO, it's me. Perfect. That's pretty sick.
So now let's go to the next location and try to make some magic. For me, it's really necessary to see a location during the day so I can see where's the cool stuff to create my night shot later on. So now we're in the gravel pit. It just started to snow, and what can be better than this? My goal is always to light up as many particles as I can get. I achieve that with putting the flash like really far away. So between the flash and the model, I light up a lot of particles. The downside of that is when you move the flash back, you're losing the power of the flash. And to compensate that, you open the aperture or you push up the ISO. If you push up the ISO, you get more noise or more grain.
3, 2, 1.
It doesn't really matter because there's so much going on in the air, there's so many particles, there is already noise. So don't worry about pushing the ISO high up. When you want to show a little bit more of the background to get more ambient light, you can control everything else that is not lit up by a flash only by changing the shutter speed. So with the shutter open for 2 seconds, I was able to get the ambient light in the background as well. The flash was freezing all the particles in the background, even on a 2-second shutter speed. If you don't have a remote flash, there's a cool workaround how you can achieve the same effect.
So you can just ask your friend who has a camera with an internal flash, just go behind the model and you just set a longer shutter speed. I think I had 2 seconds. So I released the camera a little bit earlier. 3, 2, 1. He fires the flash and everything in between will be lit up from his flash. So you don't need transmitters, receivers, whatever.
And with that, it freezes all the action.
Just turn the flash a little bit towards me. Yeah.
Once you've understood how this technique works, you can start experimenting.
Now just step in front of it.
If you have the flash behind your model, just move a little bit to the side and let a little bit of light into your lens. And then you will see that like a star will come out, and it just gives a really cool effect to your image. So that's the particle effect. It's one of my most favorite techniques, and I think now it's your turn to go out, have fun, experiment, but always stay safe. Canon's Redline Challenge is your chance to show us your creativity and your great images. You can visit the website, find all the information that you need, get more inspiration from some Canon ambassadors. And maybe it's you who will win Canon's Redline Challenge.